Sir, I come from an India where the finance minister proudly declares with absolute confidence that India is the fastest growing economy in the world. And I come from another India where Bengal, after contributing 6.5 lakh crores in taxes in just last 7 years, is systematically denied its rightful share. So despite repeated requests and appeals, we have been denied employment under Manrega, housing under PM Awas Yojana, road connectivity under Gram Sadak Yojana, even basic drinking water under Jal Jeevan Mission is being stopped. So I come from an India that boasts of maximum governance, minimum government. And I also come from an India where governance means abandonment, where the poorest are forced to fight for roti kapra makan, where wages are held hostage, where houses are sanctioned on paper but erased in practice, where even drinking water becomes a bargaining chip in a political vendetta. I come from an India where farmers are stopped at the national capital with nail embedded in the roads with concrete barricades. And I also come from an India where terrorists can enter the national capital and carry out blasts killing 15 innocent people. I come from an India where we are told, and I quote, India's borders are safe and they cannot be violated. A promise that is made from the highest office. And I also come from an India where that promise lies in ruins. Terrorists crosses our border, infiltrated heavily guarded militarized zones like Pahalgam, and gunned down 26 innocent civilians under broad daylight. And Honorable Sir, all of these, the abandonment, the broken promises, the selective cruelty, it's not random, it's not accidental. It flows from a single unmistakable principle of this budget.